So because we are in a place that is mostly water, we have this, whoop, losing my wrap, on a little peninsula here. So she has her leash on, but I'm letting her just sort of drag it, and it's heavy. But it gives her a little bit of freedom. And I don't have to, I don't have to follow, I don't have to walk around in circles. When I got here to Alamo Lake, these beautiful cranberry mountains, these highlights were just so incredible to me that I wanted to paint them ASAP. So here we go. This is just the process of touching in my highlights. As you can see, I did not use a pencil sketch this time. So these highlights are what are going to define where everything else goes in the painting. These are the most important parts that I wanted to be seen, and I want the light to truly come through. And as you can see, I've progressed quite a bit at this point. Look at that. And now you can start to see the shape of that mountain appearing. I apologize for not showing you the entire process, as holding with one hand and painting became a little bit frustrating to me. But I want to show you all of the ways that you can define your landscape without using pencil. This is an underpainting, so as it dries, I will be able to layer on top of it. Is this the ugly stage? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I know the morning light is gone, but I still got plenty to work with. Nugget. Hey, Bean. You're in the shadows. I know, but this is as far as you can go right now. I might have unleashed a beast, letting her out and off leash earlier. No, she's a happy girl. She's just rolling in the dirt now. She's thrilled. So I'm enjoying doing this. This is a lot of fun. And my friend has gone off for a hike and left me to finish. It was nice to actually have somebody here to help me get motivated to paint, as much as they didn't know they were doing it, right? Yeah. So I'm just enjoying this process. I was like borrowing his energy and as like body doubling. I know I've mentioned it before, but it's like having a coworker, you know. Somebody to say stuff out loud to that you don't need a response from. Right? Well, this will be interesting to see how this plays out as the day changes and the light changes. But I'm going with what my memory is telling me where the shadows are and how big I want them. And I might add more light in there than I have, but I think, yeah, we'll see. It's changed dramatically since this morning, but I did my best to keep the memory of the morning light. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. There it is, without the tape. I can't, oh wait, I know what I can do. I can zoom in. There it is. And it was this morning, so things have changed quite a bit since then, but yeah, I'm pleased with how it came out. What an amazing sunrise, right? These pinky blues are so beautiful, and that little swirly bit. Did you see that in the sky? I know. What? I mean, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't. Oh, my hands need to come back. They are very, very cold after being outside. It is chilly, and I have the heat on, and I'm down, so I have one full bottle of propane left. I have to make money, honey. I am. My phone bill is due. Was due yesterday, now past due again. And it does add a bit. So I checked it. It's like 146 and change. It's a bummer. But yeah, so now that's going to be this month and next month because it's late again. And there's nothing I can do about it in this moment. I painted a painting yesterday. I just sort of publicly, I always release it on Patreon first. And then, or I try to do my best to remember to do that especially if I'm someplace where I have service that lets me. Patreon app has been better since they did some improvements. So far, so good. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I've at the very least, if I couldn't upload an image, I could at the very least upload text to let people know what I'm doing. So, and that's important because what I'm trying to do with Patreon is be up to date with it as far as like real-time posts are concerned. Now, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they get kind of glimpses of where I am, but it's very general, and oftentimes I've already left what I'm showing, right? And if I haven't left, I haven't really like said exactly where it is, right? You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, that's yeah, and I have a little bit of maybe no coffee left in this mug. Yeah, no coffee left in this mug. I think I've only had 2 cups. I need sometimes body doubling. Like yesterday, I got that painting done. And it helped that my friend was like, I could see him out the window getting a fire started. Right? So he's sitting there getting a fire started, and I'm like, look at those colors. I should get out there. He's out there. He's making a fire. It's going to be warmer. Maybe I can paint by the fire. My digits will work. Maybe if I just get set up. So I got all set up. But it was a little too cold to get started. But within, like 15 minutes, the sun was up high enough and it was a little bit warmer. And so I was able to get started, and it was really cool. And it did, I mean, in total, like if I take out all my breaks, and my stopping and staring that goes on. But see, that's silly, right? If I take out all that stuff, then it doesn't really tell you genuinely how long it took. So the palette I captured in the painting, I captured it in the morning light. So it was very golden on the, like, I don't know, I'm going to call it cranberry rock because that's what it looks like to me. Like, it's like this dark cranberry color. So pretty. And the soil, and I mean soil, but I'm guessing it's all rock. Just chunks and chunks and chunks and chunks. Right. And then there's like they're topped. So they seem to be like topped. I mean, I'm sure it's all creosote, right? But all right, so the best way for me to describe it in my head is that, like, the closest comparison I can think of is like the cliffs of Dover, right? Like, so like green topped, really beautiful, or the cliffs at Lamb's Head in Ireland. I don't know if you've ever seen those photographed. But they have these pasture-like tops, right? And then these sheer drop-offs. And that's what this looks like across the way. I'm not pointing to that painting, by the way. That's Elephant Butte. Flat top, still not finished. I know. Sometimes that happens. I start one and I'm like, and the energy wanes. I needed to do this just to get me started painting again. And I will finish it. That's a thing I have. I have to finish things that I've started. I have anxiety when I don't. And I did have a painting that I left unfinished, one, and I decided to never finish it. I decided to never finish it because I realized I was painting something that didn't move me. I was painting it to please the viewer. Yeah. And it dawned on me. Like, I froze in the painting of it. Like, I enjoyed painting the sky. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing the drawing. But then after that, pretty, 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 pretty. I gotta go take pictures of this. I gotta go freeze my ass off again. Okay, hang on. Just see what I mean? That morning color. This is where my palette came from for that painting. Ooh. I'll zoom in for you too. There you go. It's just gorgeous. Oh, wow. I'll zoom back out. Ooh. Look at the glowing light on the mountainside. Howdy, neighbor. So out here on Alamo Lake, Arizona. It's Alamo Lake State Park. We hiked to the state park from BLM land. I see this awesome little path I'm thinking would be fun to take, but it could be rough. So maybe not. I think it's a burrow path, and those burrow paths, man, they can be rough. We just came up one. But it's nice when you find them. Because you can walk. You can, you'll find the switch back up the mountain if you just follow the burrow path. Look at this salt cedar behind me. I mean, I see some ones that look like the ones that I saw in New Mexico, which I guess is because they were in floodplain, so they get wet a lot. But this one is like poppin' green, and there's another one over there. I should go over and, yeah, let me go. Look at this gorgeous salt cedar right here. What? It's so pretty. Well, we're in a state park, right? Because it's so well pruned. And someone even has put an RIP plaque down there at the foot of the tree. Oh. This may be the most beautiful salt cedar I've seen yet. And I totally get it now. I have a friend who said that she used to camp inside a salt cedar. No, I get it. This is a great camp spot, though. This is the state campground. I am not parked on the state campground. How cool is this, right? What a great spot. Huh? So this is off of one of the camping spots in the campground. It's kind of like your own private little beach back here. Really neat. That's a bald eagle way there in the distance. Doesn't look as far away in person. However, with the camera, I seem to have to really zoom in. Sorry guys, but that's as close as I can get. How cool is that? Nugget's ready. Yep, she's in her spot. I'm in my spot. And we are headed out from the lake. It's been lovely, but it's time to move on. Going back down to Quartzsite, but this time I'm headed. I want to go scope out a site that a friend of mine told me about who's going to be hopefully coming down for a visit from the Vegas area. So if that works out, that'll be awesome. If not, I'm definitely going to go check out the area and see if I can find a good camping spot. I also want to check out the service and see what I need to do. So if I'm going to spend time up there, if it doesn't have great service, that means I have to upload ahead and just be prepared, and all the stuff. But I'd like to know ahead of time before I get up there whether or not I'm going to have service. Oh, this gorgeous morning light on these beautiful mountains. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to capture it. And I truly enjoyed the process. I hope you did as well. I know I didn't get to show you too much, but at the very least, you saw the stages of this painting at this beautiful location. If you liked today's video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider doing so. The button is below. And if you'd like to contribute to the journey to help me continue moving forward on this process of painting all 50 states, All the links are below. Please consider becoming a member on my Patreon as you get real-time updates there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.